Hello everybody, in this video we are going to be working on a sales dataset for a super sales store. So if you want to follow along, and it would be better if you do, please download the file in the description. Let's get started. So for this project I came up with about 17 questions that we have to answer one by one. The first thing we're going to do is to import the pandas library. Shift and enter to execute. And let's move on to our second question, which is to import the dataset. So we have to go to the files location. One click with the right button, and let's go to properties. And then security. From here, as you can see, just copy the path, the file's path, and paste it right here. Make sure to add a small r right here and execute. Let's print our data. And here we go. So we have order ID, order date, ship date, shipping mode, customer name, segment, state, country, market, region, and so on and so on. The third question is to find the data type of each column in the data frame. To do this, we have to use this syntax. And here we go. So we see, okay, there is a little problem here, but we're going to fix that later, which is the shipping date. It should be date time, but here it's object. But we're going to fix that later. Fourth question is, how many shipping methods are there? So let's go ahead and answer this question first. So let's get the first two rows of the data. To make things easier, we're just going to copy and paste the name of the column so we don't make a mistake. And we're going to use the unique. And the answer is 4. So we have 4 shipping methods. And if we want to get a more detailed answer, we can use another method. Which takes us to our next question. What are these shipping methods? So for this question, we're going to use the unique syntax because we want to get the names of these methods. So we have sender class, second class, same day, first class. Yeah, that's it. 4. Next, we have how many customers are there. As before, we're going to use the unique because we're looking for a number. Again, let's copy and paste the column's name. Dot and unique. And then run. So we have 795 customers. Next, we have what are the different segments in the data frame. So we're not looking for the number of segments, but we are looking for the elements. So we're trying to find out what elements are there in this column. Okay, so we have consumer, we have home office, and we have corporate. Let's go to the 8th question. How many countries are there? So here we are looking for the number of countries. Okay? I'm sure you probably know the answer by now. We're going to use the n unique. Let's see how many countries are there. As you can see, there are 147 countries in our data. Next, we have how many markets and regions. Let's start with the number of markets. So we have 7 markets. And now let's find out how many regions. And we have 13 regions. Let's move on to the next question. What are the states available for the country Japan? So in this data set, every country has a few states, and we want to find out Japan has how many states. So let's get back our data first, the first two rows. Country, because we're looking in the column country, that's where Japan is, equals Japan. Sorry, this is supposed to be state and not countries. And then we're interested in the column state. Let's run this. Okay, something's wrong. Okay, it's the column name. I added an S, but it's not supposed to be there. Let's run it again. And there we go. So these are the states available for the country Japan. I'm not sure if Japan has more states, but for our data set, this is what we have. Next, what are the countries in the EU market? So here we're interested in the market column, and then in the EU row and country. And let's run this. Okay, so we have Sweden, United Kingdom, France, Netherlands, Spain, Austria, Italy, Germany, Denmark, Belgium, Portugal, Norway, and so on and so on. Let's go to the next question. What are the countries in the African region? So we're going to be using the same method. I hope you know that by now. From region, we're taking Africa and then the country column. So this will tell us What countries are under the region Africa? There are so many countries in Africa: Algeria, Tanzania, Sudan, and so on and so on. So if we want to get the number of countries, we can just, instead of using unique, we're going to use ununique. What are the categories and subcategories of the superstore products? So for this one, we are using value counts. Now let's see how many subcategories in each category. So for office supplies, we have storage, supplies, paper, appliances, and labels, and art. Let's just change the name here real quick. Let's do the same thing for technology. Sorry about that. Let's copy and paste. And let's print this. And there we have it. Machines, copiers, phones, and accessories. Let's see the furniture category. So we have furnishings, chairs, tables, and bookcases. Now, how many products available in Superstore? So this store has many products and we want to know the number of products. And we have 3,788 product. Next we have how many products has made no sales. sales equals 0. So there's only one row, it means there's only one product that has 0 sales. Next, what are the top 10 products based on sales? So we want to find out the 10 top products with the most sales. So for this, we're going to use group by. And because we want the 10 top, we are going to use n largest. Okay, and here we have it. So basically, the first 5 are all smartphones, followed by a copier, armchair, another armchair, and another phone. Next question we have, what are the worst products based on sales? So we're going to use the same method. Just that instead of largest, we're going to use smallest. And let's print this. And there we have it. The last question is to analyze the sales trends over time, monthly and yearly. Let's get back our data types. So, like we've seen before, the order date is an object. We have to convert the date column from object to date and time. pd dot to underscore date time, order date, and execute. Let's check if this worked. Okay, it didn't work. Why is that? Where's the mistake? There must be something wrong here. Okay, so it's data instead of date. Okay, let's fix this and execute again. Okay, so we can see that the order date has changed to date time. Now we can answer the question. Now we have to extract the year and the month from the date. And what this will do is it will create a new columns, and one is for the years and one is for the months. And let's run this. And now you have it. But let us try to make this more organized. Reset underscore index. And now it's an organized table. So lastly, let's try and plot this output just to clearly see how the sales are going from one month to another or from one year to another. Because the table sometimes it's hard to read, the charts are more easy to read and to notice trends. So let's import matplotlib library. So this is how we're going to get the chart. Figure size equals to 12.6. So we are plotting the monthly sales. And there we go. But let's give each axis a name. Okay, let's put the months. We're going to separate the year and the month. Let's add more details to this chart. Let's add the X label and identify it. So the X label is for date, and then the Y label is for sales. And to make the date clear, we're going to rotate it. By 70 degrees, let's say. And there we go. So the first drop was on the month 7, then on February, then on 7th again, then on February again, and then on the 7th, on 2nd, 7. So we can see that there is some kind of trend here. And overall, the sales are going up all the time. So we can see that the company is actually growing, which is a good thing. And there you have it. This is the end of this video. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it, and wait for me for a new video. Thanks for watching.